Not working. Someone asked at the store. Okay, we are back. We are back, and I am here with Jackie Harrison-Harmon. Good morning.
Good morning.
Again.
Yes.
And Jackie, you're the chapter director of the Cure Starts Now Foundation.
California chapter.
California chapter. Can we start by just talking about that a little bit?
Yes, the Cure Starts Now Foundation was began by a family whose daughter passed away from DIPG, which is diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma. It's a brainstem glioma.
It's a mouthful.
It's a terminal brain cancer, and it's children. It usually strikes children between the ages of 5 and 10, and there's no cure. And so the foundation was started by this family, and so I joined forces with them in 2011.
Okay, and you actually got involved in this because of your daughter, Kylie?
Kylie.
Oh, Kylie.
Kylie,
okay.
Yes, my daughter Kylie. She passed away 3 years ago, this last April 14th.
Mm-hmm. And she was how old?
She was 5 when she died.
Okay.
She was diagnosed at 4. And they're generally, at the time of diagnosis, they usually survive about 9 months. That's about the average life expectancy.
Right.
And so, it's a difficult thing.
Okay, so to support this foundation, we have a fundraiser coming up. It's the 3rd annual Bowling for a Cure fundraising event. We got our bowling pins here, and I take it this is happening here locally at the bowling
Yes, at the Gold
lanes.
Country Lanes.
Okay.
Thanks to John Swift, who always welcomes me to do this event. And it is happening this Sunday, the 21st, at 1 to 4 p.m. And the cost is $25 for adults, $20 for children under 18. And it includes 3 games of bowling, bowling shoes, hot dogs, chips, and a soda.
Okay, so this isn't a tournament, it's
No.
just a fun day.
Yes.
Go with the family.
Yeah, there's all ranges of children from 4 to I can't say for sure how old some of them are, but it's a really fun event, and a lot of the people that participate knew Kylie, so it's a celebration.
Very good. So the money that you raise for that will go to
the Cure Starts Now. I have to pay a fee to the bowling alley, but it goes to the Cure Starts Now Foundation.
the California.
The entire, and what
Okay.
we do is we fund research at hospitals specifically for pediatric brain cancer, because our feelings are this is such a difficult type of brain tumor that the amount of information learned by researching this type could potentially find a cure for all cancers.
Sure. So let's talk about a book that you brought in. It's called Notes Left Behind.
Yes, and Notes Left Behind was written by the family who started the Cure Starts Now. Their daughter, Alina, passed away from the same brain tumor. Keith and Brooke Desirect did
How long
that.
ago was that?
2007, I believe.
Okay, so this is a fairly new foundation.
Yes,
Okay,
and a lot of information wasn't out there about this disease until the last few years.
Okay.
So.
And so it says Notes Left Behind. Are these notes that she wrote?
Yes, she actually they found many notes even after her passing. She'd hide them in books and hide them in boxes.
So notes of her feelings and what she was going
hearts
through.
and I love you, Daddy. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Gracie, her sister, and so
I'm gonna have to get that book and read it, but I'll probably need a box of Kleenex to
I-
get through it.
I was told by a teacher up at Pioneer that read it that every parent should read this book. It's very inspiring.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's in the backpack?
Well, in the backpack, this is another program that we have through the Cure Starts Now, and this is called Monkey in My Chair. And Monkey in My Chair is this is a monkey.
Look how big that monkey is.
So this is free to children that have cancer that are going through treatments. And this monkey actually sits in the child's seat at school.
Oh, okay.
Kind of represents their presence when they're not in class.
Well,
and
you know, what a wonderful thing to engage the classmates in what's going on.
Yes.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't have my books, but there's a book that goes for the teachers to kind of guide them on how to communicate what's going on to their this child, to the
Right.
classmates,
Right.
so that they understand. And there's also a book that for the child
Right.
who's sick. It's for the children to read. That's sort of
Sure.
from the child, explaining why they're not there and what to do with the monkey when they're not there. And then this monkey gets to go with the child when they're in treatment.
When they do the treatment.
Yes.
Well, I think that we're going to run out of time soon, but I think it's wonderful that because the children in school are probably curious about what's going on. So that's going to be very helpful for them to understand it and not be afraid of it.
Right.
And then how wonderful for the child that's going through the treatments to not have to feel
Left
awkward
out.
or left out.
When there's also a website where the children can actually communicate with their classmates if they have a computer available to be able to do that.
Right. Okay. Well, in closing, Jackie, let's give people some information on how they can contact you if they have any questions about this program.
Through the website, www.thecurestartsnow.org, or they can call me. My cell phone, 209-304-8036 is my cell phone. Tickets can be purchased at the Gold Country Lanes, the CHP office, or by contacting me.
Okay, very good. And we'll remind our viewers of that one more time at the end of the show. But for now, we're going to transition over to Richard to hear about Moms in Prayer.